Дитина досі в шоці.
The child is still in shock. I'm in shock. We're still shaking.
Katerina and her daughter returned to Dnipro a few days ago. They came here for 2 weeks. The woman says that she took her child to Lithuania at the beginning of the full-scale Russian war. Since then, they have only been home once, last year. Now they've arrived to meet their relatives.
Ми на цей момент були на іншій квартирі.
We were in another flat at the moment of the explosion. Our relatives live in our apartment. We helped them. They were not wounded, thanks God, but the flat was damaged. We have a two-sided apartment. There are no windows anywhere.
Victoria was at home at the time of the explosion. She says that so little time passed between the announcement of the air raid alert and the explosion that they didn't even have time to go out into the corridor.
It took me by surprise. The blast wave turned me 180 degrees and threw me onto the crib, and my child immediately began to cry. I grabbed him and ran out into the corridor.
7 people were wounded as a result of the night Russian missile attack. Most of them have cuts and an acute reaction to stress. Already in the morning, the owners of the destroyed flats filed statements with the police. In total, damage to 50 houses was recorded in the city, more than 40 of private ones and 24 of multi-story ones. And also damage to one of the city schools was recorded.
This site suffered the most damage. All the windows are broken.
In the classrooms, the blast wave blew the windows along with their frames away. Since early morning, teachers have been removing broken glass from their classrooms.
Пошкоджено 160.
167 windows, 11 doors in classrooms were damaged, and the entrance lock was also broken. It was torn out.
Broken glass has also been removed from the neighboring dormitory.
Everything is in broken glass. Therefore, all this needs to be cleared.
Also, 4 people remain in hospitals. They were wounded when a missile hit a multi-story building on June 28. A married couple received the most severe wounds. The man was diagnosed with an abdominal injury and a ruptured spleen.
Але є позитивна динаміка. Сьогодні вранці він вже був знятий з апарату ШВЛ.
There are positive dynamics. This morning he was already taken off the ventilator. He began to breathe on his own. And this already gives hope that his health will gradually improve.
The woman has an injury to her nose and back.
We heard a missile flying but did not realize that it was nearby. And then we heard explosions and everything started falling on us. And I already said goodbye to my life. Then I realized that everything that could crumble down did so. But I was alive and fully conscious. I started calling for help and people took us out. Me and then the rescuers took my husband out.
Rescuers have been working at the site of a missile strike on a multi-story residential building for the 4th day already. Due to the threat of structural collapse, the rubble is being cleared with the utmost care. 2 people are still listed as missing. Reported by Natalia Husak, Pavlo Shtermach, UATV News.